Is the 2023 Surron worth $4,500? What is good, fam? So today we are talking about, is the 2023 Surron worth $4,500? Now, I got this thing in early January when they offered the free shipping, so it was only $4,500. I think the shipping cost is around $500, so factor that in. We'll just round it up to, let's say, we'll say $5,000, right? I don't know what that was. We're gonna keep that in there. But first off, let's look at her. Gorgeous.
Sensational.
This thing is sick. It looks so good. It is so fun to drive or ride, guys. I only have about 30 miles on it. It is a 50-degree day out here, and look at this view. You know, this is what these are about. So if you can't tell already, my answer is yes. These things are so worth the money. Now, there's a few differences between the 2023 and the 2022. I'm not really gonna get into all that. I'll give you guys just a few little key things here. Number one is the battery. They offered it in a 38 amp hour battery life, whereas the previous year was a 34. So you get a little bit more range. Now, some people have talked and said like, you know, it actually gives you more torque, less range because you're giving more power. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to compare it to other than my Super 73Z Miami, and this thing blows it out of the water in all respects. But it is actually kind of heavy. Now, that's something that I don't feel like a lot of people talk about. This bike is like 130 pounds. Now, for most people, that probably wouldn't matter. I live in a condo on the top floor, so I have to carry this thing up and down the stairs, and it is not exactly ideal, but it is so worth it. So enough of me yip yapping and walking around this bike. I just want to show you guys a quick 360 of it. This one had the KKE front forks. I know they come with a couple different versions, so that's what these are. And man, oh man, we want the stealth look. I took all the graphics off. I didn't like the all orange junk all over the place. This actually looks sick, and I'm just realizing now, I don't know if you guys can tell, there's like green hardware, and it matches your boy's gloves. So that was fire. But enough talking. Let's get on the bike and let's roll out. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Evan, $4,500 for a bike, that is crazy. I don't even know where this goes, but we're just gonna send her down here. Hopefully we don't get abducted, because this looks like somewhere that, you know, you would definitely end up going missing. Oh, please don't be super muddy. Just rain the other day. Oh, where does this go? Where's buddy going? Hold up, can I cross that bridge? No shot, right? Can I cross that? Where does that go to, though? All right, we're gonna turn around because, quite frankly, I don't know where that goes. Oh, I'm fat. This is not. Oh, God. Okay, let's go back up. Yeah, I don't know where that goes, and your boy's not trying to get a flat tire, but that is sick. If you had more balls than me, then you could have definitely gone and ridden over that. They're actually building a big bridge right there. I don't know where Buddy's going over there. Yeah, interesting enough. So let's go hit the bike path. Now, I'm gonna put up a picture so you guys can see what I'm wearing right now. Your boy is in full-blown like headgear. I have the helmet on. I have the DJI Osmo Action 3 on, the kind of mounted on the chin strap. So I look crazy, and this bike to most people on the bike path looks like a motorcycle. So I'm bound to get some interesting reactions. Got to put her in sport mode, baby, because we want all the juice. Now, I'm not going to ride like a maniac on the bike path because that's just asking for trouble. But, oh, guys, this thing, you know, if you've never owned an e-bike, I can't stress enough. If you can't afford one, totally understand they are expensive. Try to find someone that has one, see if you can ride it. I don't know if there's any services that rent out e-bikes. If there is, guys, it is such... just, I don't even know how to put into words. It's an eye-opening experience for sure. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. You know, I've been on ATVs a little bit, like my neighbor had one, and that's not even a good comparison to what this is. This is, you know, I'm a big car guy, true and true. You know, I got several Mustangs, and so one, you know, two of them I guess many people would consider like quote-unquote fast compared to an everyday car. There is nothing like the adrenaline rush you're gonna get on a bike like this that you will in anything else. I love the versatility. Now, some people are gonna automatically be like, well, Evan, you know, for $4,500, dude, I could have bought a, you know, a 600cc bike. And you're absolutely right. You could buy an older, you know, 600cc bike, CBR 600, R6, whatever, and you could go way fast. You know, this bike isn't designed necessarily to go fast, but it's the fact that you have the versatility. Like, I'm about to hop on the bike path. You can't do that with one of these. Ooh, nice Firebird right there. Beautiful. So like, look at this. You know, on a full-size bike, you're not going to be getting up on here. But now I'm about to go just cruise the bike path. I don't have to worry about driving on the roads or riding on the roads, even though you can. I mean, this thing's going to keep up with traffic anywhere under, 45 miles per hour. And then, of course, you can always do the battery upgrades. So that's going to bring me to my other point, is the, upgradability of these bikes. If you guys are stumbling upon my channel, you've probably watched several other people on YouTube with Surrons, and a lot of people will do upgrades. So you can do the, woo! I'm not trying to get soaked. Almost lost their boys. Almost lost their big boys getting wobbly. But what I was saying is the upgrades. So you can do a slew of modifications. You can do tires, you can do suspension, you can do a battery, you can do a controller, you can do a motor. I mean, if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, you can do just about anything to these bikes. They are just kind of like a car, but obviously not a car. So it's super neat that people customize these. They powder coat the frames, they can lower them, they can stretch them. I mean, it is nuts. It is so cool. Growing up in the car community, to be honest, a lot of it's pretty toxic, and I kind of got sick of that. I don't go really to car shows or any of that stuff anymore. I just kind of do this stuff. I do anything that I get enjoyment out of. So I'm not really doing stuff to please others. Of course, I want to do stuff that's cool for YouTube, because this is the future, man. I love doing these videos. It's so much fun, and it's just an escape for me. Some people drink, some people smoke. Me, I just like to get out, film videos, clear my head, and that's exactly what this bike does. But let's get back on track. So customizability is off the charts for the Surron. There's a lot of different options you could go with. If you're looking at e-bikes, you have the Super 73s, you have the, what's the other names? There's like the Frigo, there's a bunch of the aerial riders. There's a ton of different options. So with these, I don't know what Buddy said. I think he said, wow. But there's just so much stuff you could do on these. I totally look like a dirt bike riding on this. I'm gonna get some dirty looks. Oh, look at it, it's a poodle. Big poodle. So yeah, just tons of customizability. And another thing that I absolutely love is the range. So for me, if you're looking at this, I could only justify it two ways. One, if I can make money off of it doing content, which I could. Is it going to pay for the bike anytime soon? Absolutely not. Your channel, your boy's channel's not big enough yet, but we're getting there. We're cruising in. We're getting close to 1,800. But my other way of justifying it was, can I use it for transportation? So, little backstory. I have the Super 73Z Miami. I got that in September. Where I work, it's only about 8 miles away, so 16 miles round trip. That bike I was able to commute, and I was like, okay, this thing's sick, especially with gas prices the way they were. Riding this is definitely more cost effective. So I was like, okay, you know what, I can justify it. So for me, $4,500, tough pill to swallow. I could have done a lot of things. I could have boosted, the 5.0. I could have bagged the 5.0. There's a whole bunch of things I could have done for content. But this just opens the door because it's like another vehicle. So with the range on this, for when I tested, so I did my first long ride yesterday. I didn't record it because I just wanted to get out and kind of enjoy the bike. And I was getting, I went to and back from my parents' house where I keep my Cobra. And that's roughly about anywhere between 16 to 18 miles round trip. And I was still at 71% battery life, which is crazy. So that tells you right there that this bike can easily get 40 miles per hour range as long as you're not goosing it. If you're always, ripping on her, which, don't get me wrong, it is hard not to. What is Buddy? Is he humping the post? Oh, get it, buddy. Get it, buddy. How you doing? So, yeah, I don't know what Buddy was doing right there. That was kind of interesting. I'm not even going to question it. And we're going to keep rolling before he tries to do the same thing to me or the bike. But, guys, it's endless fun. I know I've said that probably 100,000 times at this point, and most of you probably already clicked off the video because you're like, this big four-headed kid just keeps saying the same stuff, but it's just so true. Guys, it is so good. I adore these things. To me, they're worth every single penny. Now, another awesome thing about these is the retail value, or the resale value. These really do not depreciate all that much. They hold their value. You could get ones that are a couple years old, with, let's say 1,000 miles, and people only lost a couple $100. Like, that's wild to me. Look, oh my God, it has little boots. It has little boots. How you doing? That is the cutest little dog, guys. It has freaking little blue booties. Oh, that's how I know I'm getting old. That stuff before I wouldn't have cared about, but that's adorable. Let's open her up here. We got a little stretch. We're not putting anyone in jeopardy here. Woo! And we're only going 36. This thing still has some more juice in her, but I know on this path there's some real ugly divots. Like, look at that right there. That would have sent your boy flying. that actually leads me to another topic, is the suspension on this bike is actually pretty good. Now, I know some people that are going to chime in that have like the Fox 40s and all these crazy, you know, suspension setups. Guys, in factory form, especially coming from a bike that doesn't have suspension, this thing is astounding. It really does a great job of absorbing the bumps. Now, if you hit where a meteor landed, yes, you're going to feel it, but it is very, very good in all fashions. It is good for off-road, on-road. If I wanted to hit this right here, I could. You know, I always try to be polite. You know, I gotta start shooting the deuces a little bit more. That's kind of gonna be my new little trademark when I see people. If you guys haven't already, go watch my Super 73 video. Totally drag raced like an 8-year-old on a little bike. And we're drag racing. Come here, Timmy. Dun 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 dun. Deuces. And yeah, I had to hit him with the deuces on the way as I gapped him. Inner car guy in me comes out. But there you guys go. I'm going to probably wrap this video up here shortly because I just am enjoying this way too much. If you guys enjoy, please be sure to drop a like. It helps your boy out a ton. Consider subscribing if you want to hear this beautiful voice some more. And I will catch y'all on the next upload. Peace out, guys.